sure you keep up with all the new content on Gaming for XP. Make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell, and we'll let you know once we've uploaded anything that's new. See ya! Welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Cuttlers Bend. We're going to finish off this corner today. Hope you enjoyed the last video, a little bit different, show you a little bit of the way that you can add to buildings and do a little bit decoration and some custom furniture. If you haven't checked that out, please go back and check out the last video. I'm going to finish off this little area here today, and I'm going to try a number of things in here. Not quite sure what this is going to look like, but I want to try something a wee bit different and just see if it'll work. And we're going to use these end caps. Let's see if that's going to just come on, squeeze down in there for me. Oh, fantastic. Usually that never happens, and wouldn't you know, I got it down in there and it's the wrong way around. There we go. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Is that going to work? Sort of does, sort of doesn't. It's good enough. I'm going to fall that off for the first of many times today. Yeah, that piece of wood, yeah, I just don't like it where it is, but we'll skip that. We'll skip that, we'll come back to that. So, pretty much we are done here. I'm thinking maybe there needs to be a little bit more in this corner, as far as kind of buildings is concerned. And then, so don't know, we've been running for about 14 weeks now on this build. Don't know if I want to just continue and just finish off. I just feel that this corner we're in at the moment is just a little bit underdone, even though we get this little house in. So I may do one more. Otherwise we're going to do a final tour and we will be done, and we'll be moving on to fixing up the Commonwealth. I have spent a wee bit of time at Sunshine Tidings the other day. Fallout 4, it is true to say, was not being nice to me whatsoever. Took me a lot longer to do things than it should have, but I have fixed up Sunshine Tidings, and so we'll go back there in the next couple of weeks once we get finished here and we get this tour done at Cuttlers, and we'll do the tour there, and then we can get cracking on a new settlement. Yay! Now, I know I did say thank you so much to everybody when I done my my channel update, but I wanted to take the time to say thank you so much again for us hitting 400 subs. That's amazing, and we're right on track for my target of 600 by the end of the year, which would be absolutely insane. And let's see if we can get there. Again, I'm using these walls that our friend from Workshop Rearranged has kindly given us. They kind of sort of work in this particular area that is sitting up, and it needs to go down. We can't have it sitting like that. We need it to drop down in there like that. Thank you. Come on, we'll just persuade it. Thank you. Do we really need that? Probably not. We can get rid of that and maybe squeeze that across a little bit. That works well. I think we will do a wee bit of finagling in there today, a little bit of decoration I'll show you, and I will do a little bit of a tour of both these areas, both these houses, once we get them done, so you can see what they look like in the final wash up. Thanks so much for the support on this series. This series has been, as I've said numerous times before, a lot of fun to do, and it really has made me push myself a little bit more and come up with some new ideas, which is always good and always means that you progress a little bit forward in your building and try new things and see if it works. So Scrappy is good for now. You would have seen on Monday I started a new build at Abernathy, which is not scrappy at all. But I do want to make that build look a little bit old, but it is probably a cleaner build than you've seen from me for a while, so it's always good to try new things. Now, Also, thanks so much to everyone that's responded with my request for ideas for new builds for a Monday. I've got a few ideas already. I'd like a few more, so please keep the comments coming, keep the ideas coming, and once we get past the Abernathy build, we will start to work on some of those ideas. Now, okay, so this palette is being a little bit temperamental, and I think it's actually the area we're in. It can't detect things because there's too much going on. So if that ever happens to you, one of the ways to get around it is to move everything, or move the pillar and then move that object to the pillar, and I'm finding that that actually works a lot better. Just move that out of the way so it won't detect it. And straight away, look, that detected it straight away. So that's a little trick for you that I found recently, that just move the object to the pillar rather than the pillar to the object. Does that all make sense? I hope so. There we go. Drop that in there like that, and keep going. And yeah, I think what is happening is it's detecting some of those bushes around there rather than detecting the object I'm trying to pick up. You'll also find in Fallout 4 that sometimes there are just areas in the game, I don't know where, that they've built, and maybe they've left something under the ground or whatever, but there will be areas that you'll find that they're bad for detecting and pillar glitching, and sometimes you just got to move somewhere else. So once again, I'm using all these objects from toys out of the prams, pillar, beams and supports, beams and pillars, beams, supports, pillars, whatever the mod is called. Yes, somewhere in there I got it right. Not sure which. Go and check out the mods that guy is, that group of people are putting out. They are fantastic. I know it's a bit of a collaboration with some people, and I'm really liking what they're offering right now. And I keep finding pieces that I missed or didn't see, or they've added or whatever. So, and they're updating the mods fairly regularly too. So there's a door from one of those kind of little huts that we made off to the left. We made a little dwelling out of them, and there's one down the bottom of the hill in front of me, so it would make sense that you could use them here in this settlement. There we go. And we'll put this last one in here like that, and we'll make a little outdoor area in a second. All starting to come together and all starting to make sense, which is great. Fantastic. Okay, we'll just squeeze in there. Yep, that's a nice wall there. Yeah, all good. Need that piece of wood to go down a bit, but I'll address that at some point. So, don't like that wire in there. Maybe we put it in there. Yep, that works. Nice. I do like that. And let's just continue seeing what we can add. Ooh, yeah. On top of there. Yep, that works. I like that. Okay. See what happens when you just flick through menus and looking for ideas. Sometimes that happens. And hopefully everybody's going well with their builds for the Survivalist Challenge. I will leave a link in the description, or I'll leave a link about now on this video. And if you haven't checked that out, there is still a little bit of time to go, so we got to the end of June. If you want to get involved, just let me know by leaving a comment in this video or on the Survivalists video, and get involved. And I think I've been working pretty hard in the last kind of 2 or 3 weeks since I announced that challenge, to give you some ideas of possibly what kind of style you can use and what kind of look you can go for with the videos that we've been putting out on the channel, just to help a little bit inspire you and see what you can come up with. So let's get this wire in place, and we will just turn this up a little bit so I can hear what I'm doing. We'll put one more in there, and that blocks up the window there, but it still keeps it nice and open so you can see out there, which is good. Okay, so far so good. As he says, bringing the microphone forward. Sorry if there's a little bit noise there. That needs to be pushed across just a wee bit. There we go. Hope you're enjoying the content on the channel. There's a whole lot of new segments coming. One of which I've launched this week, and I will be actually I'll probably launch a couple this week. I alluded to them in my update, my channel update, that we have got a couple of new segments that I'm working on, and the response seems to be pretty positive to what I'm coming up with, as well as your regular Fallout content. I'd like to keep Fallout kind of to 2 builds and a playthrough for now, but as I said in the channel update, it's getting harder and harder to come up with ideas for builds. So if you do have some ideas or challenges you want me to have a go at with the challenges, it's a little bit more difficult to start those, and Proton Radz will tell you this took me a lot longer than it should have to get round to, because number one, it was just finding time in the schedule at that point, but also, you know, I don't want to just start a challenge without having a kind of solid idea in place. So this build actually took me a while just to come up with a good idea and a good vision of how I wanted the place to look, and I spent a bit of time coming back and forward to Cuttlers Bend, looking at it, thinking about it, and before I actually started with the settlement here. And this was supposed to be a small settlement. Yeah, well, it sort of is a small settlement, but it has gone on for a while, so that's what this is kind of my definition of a small settlement, in case you were wondering, instead of just those little individual builds. So had a lot of fun doing the survivalist series. For now I'll probably finished with that, unless you come up with something that kind of fits along that kind of line of builds. The flow is good, it's all working well, and the sun is shining, so we're doing well so far. And you can see now I'm thinking about what I want to do next. That's what that little dance was about. That's my thinking dance. I want that to sit up there, so we'll drop it there, and we'll drop another one. Oh, maybe we get another one. I want that to sit up a little bit. I want just a little bit higher, that wall to be a little bit higher. And once you get one in, you can see the wall snap to each other. That's much better. That was just a little bit unprotected there. Anti-shimmer trick. And we're looking good in this area, guys. So I guess that's all the building done. I like that kind of ramshackle wall, and we'll probably then cut to the tour. So here's where we end up, guys. It's a quick wee tour, quick wee video today, just to finish up this area. There is still more building needed here, and I'll talk about that at the end of the video. So here's the decorated house finished off. I haven't added much more than you actually saw in the video before this one. And pretty much, you know, I'm in most of my builds now, and it's certainly in this settlement, there isn't a huge level of complexity. Things are all kept nice and simple and to the point, and I do that for a reason. I don't think people really, if they'd survived the kind of 200 years, they wouldn't have a great deal, and there wouldn't be a great deal of things left for them to have. So here's the second one. Done a little bit of decoration. You can see I've built a little table and these breeze blocks here, and the back part is actually those upturned filing cabinets, little lounge, little bedding area. See, he's got a pretty good view of the river from his bed, and we have a kind of sink to wash up. Here we go. Get you, and a little convenience in the corner here. And that's pretty much it, guys. That's pretty much this area done. And I still think this area down here, right in front of us, and kind of the left, needs a little bit more work. It doesn't feel right, this area yet. It's too sparse, so I'm going to build a few more things in there on this side of the fence and on the other, and then that'll be us done. So the next one's going to be a very quick video. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll catch you later on Gaming for XP. See ya!